Chuck, and I'm back with another vlog. Um, doing changing it up a little. Sorry there wasn't anything up yesterday. Had a little few errands to run, so got a little busy. But I'm here now. Let's talk. First thing I wanted to talk about is actually just one little thing I want to adjust before I get going. Too crazy. Um, there we go. There we go. And boom. Loving this camera. Like I said in my review for the Megatron Hiss tank, I figured we could discuss what's next for um, the G.I. Joe Transformers or Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. Um, wow, I'm sorry, folks. It's just that I'm still a few months in, really impressed with my camera, just the clarity. But anyway, as I said in the video, let's look at what we know. We know that for the retro line, and this is only with the retro line, classified for just forget that. Um, Anything Sky Striker size or bigger is the domain of a HasLab. So forget it. I think in the crossover line, forget about doing a Sky Striker. Forget about doing the hydrofoil. Forget about well, you could forget about period the Defiant space shuttle, the flag, all of that. You could just put that. I mean, that even for a HasLab, I mean, that would be like thousands of dollars. But so larger vehicles like that. Um, and then let's look at what's coming next. We have the Awe Striker as Bumblebee. Now, for those of you who may not be longtime G.I. Joe fans, those of us who've been around, apparently the Awe Striker is one of the easiest molds to use because it's constantly getting released. Different variations, like little slight retoolings. I mean, I want to say it's one of the few GI Joe vehicles, if not the only GI Joe vehicle, that's been in somewhat constant production since it was first released. And by the way, 1940th anniversary of the comic and the action figure line. 2023, 40th anniversary of the original miniseries. 2024, 40th anniversary of the ongoing series. So Hasbro, if they wanted, could really draw out this celebration. But anyway, um, so we got the Awe Striker. Personally, I think the Vamp is a good option. I think it's safe. If I remember, it's roughly around the same size as the Hiss tank, so they can do it like that. Um, Maybe due to the nature of the beast, it might have to be a one-seater instead of a two. But you can always have that back gunner section. Uh, but definitely that would be a choice for Hound. Um, I know a lot of people have been saying Optimus Prime, Rolling Thunder, due to the crossover comics and the sketches by Don Figueroa. I think we have to really be honest with ourselves. The Rolling Thunder is just too big. It's Sky Striker size or big. I think it's actually bigger than the Sky Striker, so I think that's off limits. I think we have to realize that um, we're not going to see all the characters we want because it's going to look at the Megatron review, and please, if you haven't watched it, go ahead. I know it's a little longer, but nature of the beast. Also, make sure you share it around and make sure that the content creator with any video you share is getting credit. But the vehicle was really the main focus. I mean, that's a great Hiss tank. So we have to realize are going to be the focus since this is being done by the GI Joe team. So compromises are going to be very slim. Um, so the Rolling Thunder is out. So maybe Optimus Prime won't be done. Um, the Mobat, I think Mobat is safe, or maybe you know, let's say go with the Mauler tank. That could be Warpath. Um, Obviously, you're going to want to do these, but let's not forget there were smaller jets. Valor versus small under pop type jets. There's the Firebat. The Firebat would be perfect to do the Seekers in. Now, this raises the question, though. The Hiss tank was done in its proper colors. The Awe Striker is going to be done in its proper colors. The Seekers, Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp. Let's not worry about the Coneheads right now. Three three characters all share the same vehicle mode but different colors. Would they do like three Firebats in different colors? I don't remember the Firebat done outside its traditional red color. Obviously, it's in robot mode. And that, and probably screen fire would be a good choice. Yeah, that red, and then the red shell and the Starstream colors. That could look nice. I mean, they might, but it's like go with Starstream. Um, you know that there was little mobile communication vehicles, so that's something could be like Soundwave, and then don't forget the little battle androids, like not the battle android troopers, but the little battle droids. I don't know if Cobra had them, but that could be Rumble, Frenzy, Laserbeak. So there's stuff like that. Um, Something like the Conquest. There was a Ghost that came in the '90s. That was actually a spiritual successor to the Skyker. Ace with Ace, or Jet, projecting, images all for you to play with, So that might be possible. That could be that fire. Um, I'm trying to think back, like core vehicle. Oh, the Ram Cycle. That could work as Cliff Jumper. Yeah, buffer. I know. It's weird. It's like the video likes to buffer. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm on Wi-Fi. I tried using this with just like the mobile data, and it, even then it's still. But I'll try to be as brief as possible. So yeah, the Ram Cycle, the Silver Mirage. I think it's light vehicles like that. We we got to talk about the Thing. The Thing helicopter. Um, that could work as one of Soundwave's minions. In terms of like, I'm trying to think of like I mean, maybe do the Seekers like that, like instead of being all the same vehicle, just different flying vehicles. Definitely, I think you retool his tank and have a single barrel. Like, I know the His 3 was a tri-barrel tank and had figure storage. The His 2 is long. Definitely, the Hiss can be redone as Shockwave, as it was done in like the San Diego Comic Con set. So that's an easy one. Trying to think, like, cause I'm like in my head, I'm like going no, no, maybe no, like all the vehicles. It's like I'm trying to keep it within a certain size. Um, the trouble bubbles, laser beacon buzzsaw. Uh, jet blader. Uh, you know what? That may even work as laser buzzsaw. You figure away, when you're in this crossover line with Blues, you're gonna have to just lose the interactive nature with Soundwave, so the minions won't be able to come out of him. Um, hmm. I'm thinking. I mean, it's literally just like thinking of all the people. Uh, no, snowcat is around the same size as the thing. And let's not forget, there was the Decepticon snowcat. But I don't know if they're going to want to cross the lines like that. And let's not forget the Dreamwave crossover. You did have the Autobots as his tanks. Um, so, I mean, I oh, and of course, the Rat is going to be out of the question. It's the same size as the Sky Striker. That's disappointing. Now, I didn't mention this in the video, but you know, with the Megatron coming with the Baroness, let's not forget that for ironic reasons, Cobra Commander has always been paired with Starscream. Same voice actor, roughly the same voice. Um, so there's that. So, I mean, and the Baroness, at least in the comics, I remember being a tank commander. So there was that. Definitely, I could see Destro coming with Shockwave. They kind of have that little synergy going on. So definitely, if you're gonna do Starscream as like the Fire Bat or something, uh, that's where you would get Cobra Commander. I don't think they're going to do Cobra Commander right away, just because um, it's available now in a pack with Duke, and I don't think they want to cross the streams. You're going to get a Baroness. You're going to get a Baroness separate from Megatron, but don't be surprised if it's going to be done in the blue color from the early miniseries and the comics. So there's going to be that change. So if we get Cobra Commander in the crossover line, they're not going to do hooded. You know, I'll get to that in a second, but I think it'll be like a different design, maybe with the darker blue, almost black uniform. Unfortunately, the rumors I have heard and a lot of other people heard is that going forward, how to do a hooded Cobra Commander. It's too, the hood is, they're concerned about likenesses and allusions to white supremacists and racial. I mean, Commander. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we get a mainline classified figure, we'll be surprised at an original Becca. But the fact that they didn't include a hooded alternate head with the HasLab, his tank, kind of speaks volumes. But yeah, so there's a lot of options. Um, I just thought of it. Maybe the ads, and then you would have rock and roll come with it, since there's a little synergy of the characters there. Because I'm thinking of like vehicles we can use, but then also the pilots who could come with it. Then again, Megatron's been released. Bumblebee's coming next month. We haven't heard anything else. There's still plenty of time to announce something. I don't think it would come this year. I think it would come the next year. So, as I play with my ponytail, so there's that. But it's also very possible that the line did not get enough of a positive response from whoever they wanted it to, and we're just going to see that Bumblebee and Stalker. I mean, it's disappointing. I really liked Megatron. I think it was much better than what it could have been. Much better than the old Star Wars crossovers. Let me just tell you that. That was like a whole thing. And that was the vehicle, the focus. As we reconnect, just remember what I said. Sky Striker or bigger is going to be off limits. Just so try to keep it in that area. Smaller is always better because that's a little bit easier for them to do. And it'll be interesting to see if they do vehicles for the retro line, or will these crossover figures basically be meant to be the vehicles for the retro line. So we'll have to go from there. But I know some of you just came in late. I appreciate all of you taking the time out to watch. I appreciate all of you watching the videos. Like I said in the beginning, share the videos around. Subscribe. I'm sure most of you are subscribers, but 98, like last time I checked, 98% of my viewers are unsubscribed. that's got to change. You're missing out on a lot of stuff, um, but it all screws up the algorithms in terms of that. And I know it's a lot of it has to do with like the first early reviews. Also, share the videos. Make sure that even if it's not mine, make sure the content creator gets credit. Um, there's a few sites out there. Well, I just know of one where the you're not allowed to put the name of the site, the name of the creator in the title because they want to have just uniform threads of the same video. I'm not cool with that. I've spoken to somebody, I've made it clear that it's not cool with that and that it's not supporting creators, but let's see what they're going to do. Probably nothing because they don't care. Um, this will probably cover this little vlog will cover today's video. There'll be a review tomorrow, and hopefully I'm working on trying to get some stuff, fun stuff for the end of the week. I think we're going to have a couple classified reviews because I'm out of Transformers at the moment. Oh, first world problems. But definitely, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, this is your old pal Chuck. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.